Just a note on the high availability options that you have with wireless LAN controllers. You have two options. You can choose to have the stateful switch over options or the N+1 option. In the case of a stateful switch over, you have one active wireless LAN controller and one standby device. You can configure a priority. The one having the higher priority will get chosen as the active, but if the priority ties, the one having the lower MAC address will be chosen as the active one. They are connected through an RP port, where the standby will sense the existence of the active using keep alives. This active port should provide no more than 80 milliseconds of round trip type between the active and the standby. It should provide a minimum of 60 megabits per second and a minimum of 1500 bytes as a maximum transmission unit. The device must have the same form factor, they must have the same software version, they share the same IP address and management interface, the states are synced. Remember that this is stateful switchover, so the CAPWAP states are synced, the configuration is synced, and there is no preemption. That means that if a previously active device comes back, it will not become active again, it will be standby. Compare that with the N+1 option, where one wireless LAN controller may be the backup for many wireless LAN controllers. It is an independent box managed separately. And the backup wireless LAN controller must be geographically distant from the primary wireless LAN controllers, but it is recommended to have the same configuration and support the same compatibility modes for access points. It can run different hardware, it can run a different software version, but if so, the access points will download this version, taking more time to fail over. The backup wireless LAN controller does not share any IP address or interfaces with any primary wireless LAN controller. It is not an stateful switchover. That means that the states are not synced. That means that, for instance, the CAPWAP state machines will restart in the case of a failover, and when the primary wireless LAN controller comes back, the access points will fall back to the primary automatically if the AP fallback option is enabled. That's it.